Welcome to Damos. I'm going to be the first person to climb Mount Everest and cook a steak. Now I know that sounds crazy, but I'm going to do it. And I'm also going to own the best barbecue restaurant in the UK. And this is my journey to getting there. This is my first ever YouTube video, and this is the very start. Now, what brought me here? Why am I in the middle of the woods cooking a steak on YouTube? Quite simple, really. I started my working life off as a soldier. I joined the military when I was 16 years old. I joined the Mercian Regiment. I was a sniper pretty much the whole way through my career. That is what I inspired to be as a young lad, you know, and I believe it was the thing that made me want to do that. So the sniper in Saving Private Ryan, when he's smashing all the Germans on top of the church, Ali. That's why I wanted to be a sniper, because of people like that. I'd seen that and just be like, whoa, that's cool. Anyway, so I qualified as a sniper when I was 18 years old, believe it or not. I deployed to Afghanistan twice, both times as a sniper. I'm not going to name names who I was with, and I'm not going to name locations and stuff like that. That's not what this is about. This is just a brief introduction to myself. Anyway, I loved being a soldier, I loved serving, I loved wearing my headdress, and I loved wearing that Union Jack on my arm, and I loved wearing that uniform. I was all about it, but the last couple of years I lost all of that. That went out the window. So I was like, right, I need to do something else. Got out the military and brought a barbecue, and I was watching people on YouTube like Malcolm Reed, How to Barbecue Right. You know, his channel is for me very, very inspirational. Watching that, I learned so much stuff, and it really did set me up for what I want to do now. People always think that barbecue is burgers and sausage burnt, and that really is not the case. When I got out, I got into a couple of jobs and I just was not satisfied. I wasn't happy doing them. Certain things were going wrong in these jobs, and this was self-employed work, but working for other. So it's what do you call it? Bloody subcontracting. I've always done subcontracting work since I got out of the army, and it was all work by myself, and I just weren't enjoying stuff. All right. In a nutshell, I wasn't happy. But what could I do? I could cook. I love to cook, and I love to cook for people, and I love the reaction I get off of people when they eat my food. Yeah, that's the thing that I enjoy the most, and I could do that, and not only do it for free, do it at my house where it's costing me money, but I'm enjoying the reaction from other people that much that it just made sense to me. Why am I not doing this? I'm making money out of it. That's what I'm trying to say. And that's, I had the last, this year I'd done a couple of barbecues. The beginning of this summer, I had a barbecue, and a couple of mates turned around to me. A couple of mates I'd not, it was some of my missus's mates. They said to me, "But Damo, why are you not selling this?" And I was like, yeah, why am I not selling this? That's a good point. And then a couple of other people have shown me some barbecuing channels on Instagram and Facebook and that, and shown me pretty much how easy it is to set yourself up. Today, I'm filming off a film. I brought a microphone. This microphone was like 40 quid off Amazon, and I'm editing it on a free app. That's what I'm going to use to edit this video. And then I'm going to upload it on YouTube. Now, I know that this video is not going to get many views, all right, to start off with. I know it takes a long time to grow an audience and get yourself out there, but we're making a start, and I wanted to bring you out here to sort of away from all of the noise, This is nice and quiet. It's a very positive place for me. I grew up around this place, so it's yeah. I wanted to show you this area because it's nice and calm and peaceful. And I thought, what a brilliant place to start off at. Now registered for a business, and a couple of times now I've been selling barbecue from my back garden. I'll show you the setup and the way I do that in another video. This video, I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about myself and give you a little bit of an idea of how I'm going to run things in the future. Because if you are watching this and you love cooking and you want to start selling your food, this might give you a little bit of an idea on how to go about it. Basically, I cook food on my back garden, on my barbecues, and then people rock up outside my house and they buy it. It's as simple as that. I use Facebook to advertise. Now, I've only just got to the gist of how social media works. Stuff about the algorithm and the fact that it takes a long time to grow an audience and all this kind of things. How to get menus up on there, how frequently you need to post. I've also looked into monetization because obviously right now I'm no way near getting monetized. But in the future, that is the plan. But I'm not actually really that bothered about being monetized because I just really enjoy doing this. And that's important, you know, that's important. And you could have £1 billion in the bank if you're not doing anything that you actually enjoy, if you've not done something that you enjoy doing to gain that success, what's the point, you know? What is the point? Now, I'm not a wealthy man, but I do have a very, very lovely family. I have a lovely partner. We've been together for 6 years now, and we have 2 children together. They're healthy, and they're clever, they're smart, and they're wonderful. And I love them to bits. My eldest son, he's very, very interested in barbecuing, and hence why another reason why I brought this tiny barbecue is as soon as he's seen it, you should have seen the look on his face. He was absolutely delighted when he seen this little barbecue. And I was like, right, I'm on the right path. My sons are happy, my missus is happy, I'm happy. What more do you need? So anyway, in a nutshell, welcome to Damo's. The whole purpose and the whole reason I'm here today on YouTube in the middle of the woods talking to you guys is that I'm going to be the first person to climb Mount Everest and cook a steak. Now I know that sounds crazy, but I'm going to do it. And I'm also going to own the best barbecue restaurant in the UK. And this is my journey to getting there. This is my first ever YouTube video. Nobody's going to watch this video. And this is the very start. And I've just started selling barbecue. All right, I've just started selling it. Now, there's a bunch of things I need to do at home to get all of that sorted out, because we've learnt a lot from the past 2 times I've been selling barbecue from home. We've learnt a lot. We know what bits of equipment that we need now, and we know what needs to be done to make it so I can finish my day job and do this full time. This is the journey. Welcome. I f***ing love steak. That's it. That's all I have to say. I love steak. Now then, we've cooked our steak, we've packed up, and we're good to go. Video over. If you want to see any more of this in the future, give me a subscribe. Give us a little bit of an interaction. Give me a comment. Like I've said before, I want to own the best restaurant in the UK. The best barbecue restaurant in the UK. That's my main goal right now. Also, I'm going to climb Mount Everest and cook a steak on top of it. Finally found something that I can progress in and something that I can enjoy doing. That's been one of the hardest parts that I found about getting out of the military, is jumping into something that I can enjoy doing. And this seems to be it for me. This seems to be my niche. So keep following, show you more. Thank you very much again, guys. See you next time. The next video is going to show you my setup that I have at home, and I'm going to show you the future plans for that so that I can sell a lot easier from home. And I'll also talk about all of the legal boundaries that you need to jump past to get it started. because I know that there's a lot of people out there that are capable of doing this, but just aren't doing it because they're tied down to another job, they're scared to make that leap, or they just simply don't know how to go about it. So we're going to talk about how we do that in the next video. Keep your eyes peeled, and God bless. Have a good weekend, have a good week, you beautiful barbecuing bastards. Also, with me being a veteran, I want to bolster up, I want to help expose other veteran companies. Companies such as Brave Terrain. Now, Brave Terrain is partly owned by a guy that I worked with, that I deployed in Afghanistan with, and he's a good and close friend. He is based in the Midlands, and their main market is mountaineering equipment, walking gear. You get a good bang for your buck with their equipment. Have a good day. See you later.